All right, we're live. All right, so we are live. I'm good to go. I was having some technical difficulties, so we're 3 minutes late, but we here. Damn it, we are here. Happy Monday, fam. This is Digital Marketing Monday. I hope you're doing well. What's up, YouTube and Facebook? What up, Instagram? Hope you're doing good. What I need you to do is let me know something good that you did this weekend before we dive into the topic of this show. We're going to be going into getting your pricing right. Okay. Today's show is all about making sure that the pricing of your program is what it needs to be. All right. So I'm going to break down the 4 components. I'm actually showing you the wrong slide. There we go. All right. Don't want to dive into number 4 real quick. What's up? Say what's up if you're just popping on. If you're hitting me on Instagram, say what's up. Say hey. I want to give you a shout out. If you're coming on Facebook or YouTube, let me see you too. I can see comments. What's up, Sarah? Darlin, what's up? Sarah, Rebecca, what up? Got some Digital Impact Academy members in the house today. Hopefully you guys are doing great, super fantastic. Expialibriscious. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the topic of today. I'm going to be breaking down the 4 keys to pricing your program correctly. If you're a coach, if you're a consultant, then likely the question has come up at some point in your lifespan, business span as a career of like, hey, am I pricing my program correctly? Right? You've thought to yourself, how can I charge more? I see people out there charging, 10 times what I'm charging. How can I do that? And the purpose of this show today is to help you get there. Okay. But I also want to reiterate that today is an extremely interactive episode. Okay, let me break this down just a little bit for you. Shirley, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. In order for us to help you the best that we possibly can, we're here for you every single Monday, pulling back the curtain on how you can get the questions answered for your coaching business, whether it's around business, marketing, whether it's around client acquisition, client fulfillment, onboarding your people, whatever the case may be, right? I want to make sure that we can help you the most, okay? In order for us to do that, even on the replay, it's important for you to engage and interact. That way we can answer your questions on the fly. And even if you are on the replay or even if, you feel like your question is not important, trust me, it is. Somebody else may have that same question and we're able to, help them. Okay. So don't hold back. All right. All right. So if you're ready for today, let me know if you're ready. All right. And let's dive into this thing. All right. Me personally, okay, I have felt the monkey on my shoulders of feeling like I should be charging more, but I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to really name my price. I'm afraid to talk about price. I'm afraid to talk about money. And the reality is that if we don't get comfortable talking about money, if I don't get comfortable selling, then my customers aren't going to get comfortable buying. And that goes for you too. Okay. If you are uncomfortable selling to people, then people are going to be uncomfortable buying from you. And I don't want that. Okay. I don't want people uncomfortable with you. I don't want you uncomfortable. So let's get rid of that ish today. How about it? All right. You deserve to charge high ticket. All right. Here's the reason why, because you are an expert. You've put in the time, you've put in the effort, you've put in the study time. Okay. Here's the deal. If you are a person that has been reading the books that your clients won't read, you've been going to the events that your clients won't read, you've been hiring coaches and going through programs and going to these retreats that your potential clients just won't go through. I think about that so much. Like, what's the book that like you're reading right now and you're sitting to yourself like, man, if my clients would just read this book, what would happen in their life? What could happen in their business? What could happen in their marriage? What could happen, with their body, right? Depending on what kind of coach you are. But you took the time to read that book. You took the time to go to that event. You took the time to take the notes. You took the time to really dive in and become an expert in that area, whatever expert your field is in. So do me a quick favor. Let me know in the comment section, what field are you in? Like, where is your expertise at? Are you a relationship coach? Are you a fitness coach, nutrition coach, mindset, spirituality? Like where is your expertise at? All right, let me know. Okay. We have to set our deservo-meter up. Okay. So in order to do that, we're going to use these 4 things. Okay. If you've ever felt like, man, I know I need to get there, right? I know that I can get to that place where I can charge 100 grand for a day, right? Or I can charge, 50 grand for, 3 months of work, or whatever you're doing, right? You work with people with disability. Awesome. Wheels and warriors. I like it. We're going to have to connect. Whatever it is. Okay. Whatever you feel like you need to get to. All right. Let's these 4 things that we're going to dive into today, they're going to give you that confidence. They're going to give you that, you know what? I know I can go out here and charge. Okay. Because at the end of the day, our goal as coaches is to get testimonials, right? Our goal as coaches isn't really to make money. Our goal as a coach is to change the world, to change that one life. If I can change Sarah's life, or Rebecca's, or Shirley's, or Darlin's, right? Wheels and warriors. It's like, boom. If I can change one life and get a testimonial for that, then that's why I charge. And, I used to think all the time, like, man, like, I would do this stuff for free. Like the things I'm doing, like I would do this stuff for free. But at the end of the day, like the things that you do for free, people don't show up for, right? And so if we really want people to show up, if we want people to actually get to the finish line, because that's our goal for someone, right? Our goal is to help someone get to the finish line. So if that is the mission, then we need to make sure that we charge them enough so they actually show up. Okay. First thing is, okay, take this note. The first thing I got to stop doing is I got to stop talking price. I got to stop using the word price. I need to stop using the word cost. All right. Go ahead and give me an amen if you're committed to doing this with me today. All right. If you're committed to letting go of saying the word price, saying the word investment, if people come to you and they're like, hey, what's the price of your program? You need to switch that language up. All right. There is no price to this program. There is no cost to this program. This program is an investment. Okay. I caught myself the other day. I was on a call with the lady. She's like, oh man, I want this. Let's do this. What's the cost? And I was like, well, the cost is, and I was like, not going to get me today, devil. No, sir. Stop using the word cost. Okay. Stop using the word price. Those words are associated with loss. Those words are associated with me taking an amount of money and then I'm losing it. I'm giving it away. Instead, if we use the word investment, okay, and we start to think of ourselves, if we start to think of our program, if we start to think in terms of investment means growth. Investment means I'm going to put this money here and it's going to grow into something bigger, right? So I need everyone to just embody the word investment. Okay. Now, before I dive in, I'm answering questions here. Before I'm prepping these 4 things. Okay. So I hope you're getting value so far. Before I dive into these 4 things. Okay. Next thing I want to touch on just really quickly. One of the questions that we get a lot is when and where should my price go? All right. I know Sarah had reached out and she said something like, should my price go on my website? Okay. This is a question that I think a lot of people have. All right. So let's answer this question once and for all. Should my price go on my website? When and where should I disclose price with a potential client or customer? All right. These are very important. Okay. And again, I use price here. I know you just said, well, Ryan, you just said stop using price in the banner on your slide says it. I'm going to change that. Okay, let's change this. Let's go ahead. Let's go in here. Okay, we're going to edit this. Investment. All right. Save that puppy. Okay, there we go. It's fixed. It's gone. Forever. It's gone. It's never happened. Never happened. Unless you watch the replay and then it happened once. But just look over that. Okay. Where should you go? First of all, should you put your pricing on your website? All right. The answer is my first answer is no. Okay. For the majority of coaches, when we are building out their funnels, especially the web pages that have to go in the funnel, the process that we're building out for someone, many times we're not going to mention the price of something or the investment amount. Okay. Here's why. Because if someone inquires about the investment amount, especially if we are selling something at $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, if someone asks, hey, how much is it? It's $10,000. Then a lot of times they don't see the value of it just yet. So they don't see the full value of it yet. So it didn't matter if you put $10,000 or $10, they haven't been able to create their own value in their mind for the most part. Okay. Therefore, I want to be in control of that. So then I would then take them to a booked call. Okay. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Just say makes sense in the comment section. Okay. The other answer to that is yes. You should put the price of the investment or the investment amount. Okay, we're not using the word price anymore. We should put the investment amount on our website. And this is when you should do that. When you have too many leads coming in. Okay, get this. When you have too many leads coming in and you want to make sure that the right leads get to the thing, therefore, I want to scare people away. There are people that I need to make sure that they do not get any further in this funnel or in this process. Then the one thing that can stop them in their tracks is showing them what the investment is. Okay. Now, does that mean that the right person can buy? No, we still don't have to give them the link to complete the transaction. Oh, Ryan's getting deep on you. Okay, let me know if you're still following me here. What about those that are offering done for you services? Even then, a lot of times, depending on what it is, if it's a done for you service, depending on what it is, I still want to be in control of what's going on in someone's head and the value that's being perceived. So the majority of time, I will not put the investment amount on a website. I'm going to be in full control of that. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Okay. And that's why this is a yes and no answer. And I gave you a very clear description of when it's a no and when it's a yes. So what outcome do you want? Okay. Are you in a place where you're getting too many leads and you got to create some type of buffer to stop people? Then put the price on there. If you are in a place where you're like, all right, like I definitely want to make sure that I'm in control of this scenario. I want to make sure that I'm in control of what's going on and how I'm disclosing the investment amount. I'm never going to put that on my website. I'm never going to allow that to be, just basic common information to gather on the internet. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. If you have questions on that, or if you want to dive deeper on that and you have yet to have your clarity session with one of our clarity coaches, just type the word clarity in. That way, one of our coaches can reach out to you and we can give you some clarity around this scenario. Okay. Next thing. Okay. Sell your program at max today. One of the things that I see all too often. Okay. You're a new coach. You've been around for a year. Right? You've been hanging out, doing the thing for about 18 months. You're just starting to get your footing. Okay. I'm talking to you. You say, all right, I'm going to launch this beta program. I've got this beta program. At the end of the day, like everything's a beta program, unless it sells at 100, unless it sells at 100%, unless it has 100% success rate, it's still beta. You don't have to, beta doesn't always mean free. Okay. So let's like get in that space and let that shit go. The beta does not always mean free. Beta does not always mean that like, all right, like something isn't good. Am I going to let everybody know that it's a beta program? No, But again, like we're always testing and we're always refining. Okay. So my goal for you is that if you were to talk to a client today or a potential client, you talk to someone and they fall into the category of they're an ideal client for you, then, and you know that, all right, I've got this program, right? I did need some testimonials, so I'm kind of in this beta. I'm still kind of testing some things out. If you had a conversation with them today, here's what I want you to do. Let me know what the max amount you would like to charge for your program. Put that in the comment section. If you would like to charge 15 grand at some point, if you'd like to charge 20 grand at some point, or 30 grand or 50 grand at some point, put that in the comment section. Okay. I can tell you right now, the core program that we have, when we created it, okay, when it was just a thought on paper, it was a $30,000 program. I was like, all right, I know on paper this thing can sell at 30,000 bucks. I know it can, right? Did we sell it at 30 grand out the gate? No, we charged like 5 grand for it. It was beta. It didn't mean that I had to go out and give people free access to it or do work for free, because I had already had a lot of expertise under my belt. I didn't need to go out and say, all right, I let me just do this for free, right? I didn't need that. But the people that we were selling that to saw the value at 30K. And that's where a lot of us are missing it, is when we're connecting with someone, we aren't setting our perceived value for them. We're not doing the job and saying, hey, this program is $15,000. I need to go ahead and sell it at $15,000 in my next conversation. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay. If I do that, then I'm setting my potential client up to say, man, I'm probably going to have to come up with 15K. And then when I tell them that it's only 1 or 2, then they feel as if, that's easy to come up with. A lot of us, and what we call this price conditioning. Okay. And a lot of us just don't use this on a daily basis. We don't do that well. Okay. So if we can learn how to use price conditioning for our advantage to help us out, all right, life is going to be much easier. All right. You're going to sell more. You're going to make a bigger impact. Things are going to be great. And you're going to be like, dancing on rainbows with fairies and unicorns. Life is going to be peachy. All right. So if you are ready to dive into these 4 keys to getting your coaching package priced correctly, let me know. Just say I'm ready in the comment section. I should maybe include that on the client needs audit. Yeah, and we gotta get that. We gotta talk out that client need audit. We gotta get that a better name, Sarah. All right, so make sure that's mission for the week inside of Digital Impact Academy classes for you, my friend, is to we're going to get that name. We're going to get that audit name fixed. All right. So the number one thing that we have to look at when it comes to pricing our program. All right. If you dropped your price below, if you said, all right, I know that I want to sell my program at blank. Okay. I want to sell my program at 15K or 20K or 50K or 100K, whatever the case may be. You put your number in the comment section. All right. And what we're going to do is I'm going to draw this out. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right. I've got my whiteboard pulled up. Let's share the screen. Okay. All right. So whatever the price you said you wanted to put in there. So we're in the middle here. We're going to put 15K just for the sake of it. So that's what you want to sell at. Okay. And over here, we're going to put our components that are going to help us get there. Okay. And I am going to preface this that number 4 is the most important one. Number 4, if you missed number 4, even if you got to come back to the replay, again, number 4 is the most important one. Okay. It pulls everything together. It makes this whole entire formula work. Okay. So you pick your number that's in the middle here. Okay. Whatever it is. And I want you to put it in the comment section because I want to know. I want to connect with you and I want to know what are you wanting to charge for your program. Okay. Remember, I said this one. Okay. This episode is extremely interactive. To get the most from today, you got to interact, even if it's on the replay. All right. If you want to actually get this shit right, then you got to come with it. All right. So let me make sure I'm All right. I want unicorns, fairies, and all the things. I am through the modules with messaging workbook. I just need to book a call with the coach. Boom. I like it. I like it. That's one of the most important modules. Getting through module 2, getting that messaging workbook down is very, very important, and a huge milestone. Okay. So let's see. First thing is we're going to go over return on investment. Okay, that's number 1. Pop that in the comment section for me. That way I know that you saw it and you got it. Okay, number 1 is return on investment. All right, if you get clear with the return on investment for your potential client, they will have a better idea and better feeling when it comes to when it comes to revealing. I'm sorry, I couldn't find the word. Revealing the price. Okay, so think about what's the return on investment for your client. Okay, now if we think about this in terms of different types of coaching, if I'm a fitness coach, or if I'm a relationship coach, or if I'm a nutrition coach, okay, what's the return on investment for my client? And a lot of us, we just don't think this way. Like, if I'm a fitness coach and my promise, okay, because let me pull this up. The clearer the promise, the higher the price. Okay. Pop that, and I need you to like quote that one for me today. All right. The clearer the promise, the higher the price. So if I'm really clear on the outcome that's happening with my client, okay, if I'm really clear about that, then all of a sudden that allows me to have a really good price, or it allows me to price at what I want, because I know I can help you get to that result. So if I'm a relationship coach and I can help you stay away from divorce. Okay. So if you need help in your relationship and you're like, man, my husband we're getting a divorce and I really want to save my marriage. Okay. So all of a sudden, if I'm thinking, all right, well, if you lose your house, that's a $500,000 loss there. All right. And then you lose like all these investments, and you lose, and there's like pain and suffering for the kids. And like, there's all these things that happen because of divorce, right? I don't know if you've ever been through divorce. I have never been through divorce. I hope that everyone here listening to the sound of my voice has never gone through that, anything like that. Okay. But at the end of the day, these are things that happen. And it's one of the most traumatizing things that can happen in someone's life. So if I lose my house, if I lose the cars, if I lose, relationships, the monetary value of a divorce could mean over $1 million for some people, or plus, right? So if I want to charge $15,000 to save you $1 million, would you make that investment? Give me a yes or no in the comment section. Okay. I know it's a very quick example of showing the return on investment, but that's the reality that we need to create. Now, we go over this inside of our program, Digital Impact Academy. We cover this in detail in module 4. All right. So I see a lot of Digital Impact Academy members on here today. So hint, hint. We go into major detail in this in module 4 when it comes to learning how to pitch your program the way that your ideal client wants you to pitch it. Okay. They want to be pitched something. They want their problems to be solved. Okay. They want solutions to the things that they have going on in their life. They want it, but they need to be pitched the right way. And so all of a sudden, if I can show you how to save $1 million, save your marriage, and all the investment is 15 grand, would you do it? Yes or no? Okay. So return on investment. Same thing if I'm a fitness coach. If you getting into shape is going to keep you from having surgeries, it's going to keep you from getting on medication, it's going to help you live a longer life. It's like, all right, if I were to help you live 15 more years because of this fitness and nutrition plan that I'm going to put you on, and we can show you, like, and sometimes that's hard to show. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, if they can see that in their head, they can put a monetary value. You can, not everything's monetary, okay? But you can put a monetary value on just about anything. You can. It's probably sometimes it's harder than others, but you can. The thing I need you to do is I need you to own the result that you can get your client. How do you do that? How do I own the result that I can get my client? It's continued education. Like it's focusing on one problem, right? If you've been around us enough, we're always going to tell you focus on one problem. Okay. That one problem is going to help you build one skill. That one skill is going to help you really connect with your ideal micro niche, that one person, that one micro niche person. And then we're going to create one offer for that person. We're going to build one process and one funnel for them to buy. We're going to put that funnel in that process in one lead source, and we're going to do it for 1 year. It's focusing down on one. Okay. The next thing that we want to do. All right. And let me know if you're getting value from this so far. Just pop the word value in. That way I know you're still following me and you're digging this. Okay. The next thing that we got to focus on is that micro niche. Okay. In order to make sure that I'm pricing my things the right way, I got to make sure that I'm putting the right price in front of the right micro niche. Okay. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that if we niche based off of the problem versus the person. Okay. Most people are going to teach you when they teach niching or teach how to niche down in your business. They're going to say, all right, well, who are we looking for? Who's your ideal client? Who's the person that we want to connect with? Who's the person that we want to actually buy from us? I don't even care about the person right now. I need you to focus on the problem that you solve. Okay. If you focus on the problem that you solve and you get clear on, I can solve this problem, this is what happens. It's going to attract multiple people. Okay. Now, let's just call it like it is. Let's take Tony Robbins, for example. If Tony Robbins can solve all these problems, right? Like we all know who Tony Robbins is. And Tony Robbins he does coaching and he charges $1 million a month for coaching, and he only takes hedge fund investors, right? So these people that are, clearly, have a lot of money, so they can afford his coaching package at $1 million a month. Now, could he charge me and you $1 million a month? Likely not. Okay. Now, we are part of Tony Robbins' niche, coaches. However, when it comes to selling that package for him at $1 million a month, he has a micro niche of hedge fund investors. This allows his price to go up because he can't charge you and me $1 million a month, right? But he can charge that micro niche of hedge fund investors. Let me know if this makes sense. Okay. Same thing goes for us. The problem that you solve in relationships, the problem that you solve in business, the problem that you solve with finances, there are multiple people that want you to solve that problem for them. The point that we got to get to is which one has the money that you want to make. Which one has enough money to work with you? 5 years ago, we worked with network marketers exclusively. We worked with network marketers and we showed them a lot of the things that we do today. Okay. We do it better today, I would definitely say, but we can't charge network marketers the same price that we could charge a coach. Reason being, one goes down to return on investment. If I help a network marketer make a sale, then he or she may make $200, $500. If I help you make a sale, I may help you make $3,000, $5,000. We just brought in a new coach with a $100,000 offer. If I help her make one sale, it's $100,000. That's a serious return on investment. That's a serious micro niche process, right? Now, if I want to charge someone 15, 30, 50 grand, it's starting to make sense. Okay. It also allows me to do the research. Who's the most expensive charging for this, solving the same problem in my space? You've got to do that research. You've got to find out who your specific audience is and what are they already buying? Who's already offering them solutions? Go find out who the most expensive person that's trying to solve the same problem. Go find out what they're charging. Would my micro niche then be corporations if I'm targeting entrepreneurs? If you know that your niche is like entrepreneurs, but you know that I can charge what I want if I'm working with a corporate company, then yes, I would do that. If you know that, all right, there's a difference, because it is the same thing. If I'm doing like web work for somebody or graphic design, if I'm doing it for like a solo entrepreneur, I may be able to charge $1,000 a package. If you're doing it for a corporate company, again, you may be able to charge $10,000 per package. There's different ways that you would have to get to those people, right? You're going to have to go through different channels in order to like close one of those two clients. Okay. Same thing for us. If the marketing that we do for people, okay, we have an investment for that, right? However, I know that we could do the same marketing for restaurants, local restaurants, and we could probably charge 10 times more for what we do, just because of their budget, return on, like just a different micro niche. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. And you can start to see, all right, does 15K make sense for this micro niche? You'll start to see visually, all right, is this going to make sense for them for this return on investment? Is this going to make sense for me and them based off the micro niche that I want to work with? Okay. You'll start to like, let me know if this is making more sense when it comes to pricing your packages, because it doesn't have to be so hard. It can actually come down to a formula, because now I can visually look at this and say, all right, if my return on investment is $1 million, I can save them $1 million clearly, then this is starting to make more sense here, right? And if I can do this, I can, map out the things that we just talked about in terms of my micro niche, then 15K here starts to make a little more sense, right? Your mindset and your belief level was set on only charging $500, but then once you start talking this out in this manner, you're going to start to see like, holy shit, like I need to be charging 15K, okay? Yeah. Crazy, right? Or not so crazy, Sarah. All right. So we got through halfway. All right. The next thing that I want to jam on here. Okay. Number 3 is your goals. Okay. This one's very important. This is you sitting down in the mirror with yourself, with your spouse, with your business partner, and saying, all right, what are our goals? Get clear as shit with your goals. Get clear shit with what your finances are and where you want your finances to be. Okay, I'm getting real with you right now. But like, if you read the book, I'm not gonna get into money right here, but like if you read the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, that was a really big finance book for us, because we started looking at our finances completely differently once we read that book. We were like, all right, like we're actually gonna look at our finances in a way where we're gonna try to live off only 40% of our income, of our revenue. Okay. And so if we're living off 40%, then the other 60% had a job. Okay. And so in order for us to like pay our bills and do the things that we wanted to do, live the life that we wanted to do, we had to live that life on 40%. Okay. So then we had to start setting our goals differently. Again, I'm not going to make this about money, but again, I want you to look at your goals, because one of my coaches that made the biggest difference in one of our big turns in our career as coaches was, he was like, dude, you need to have one package that if you sell it once, it can help you hit your goals pretty much for the month. And I was like, oh shit, he's right. Like, so many of us are out here trying to sell a $99 package and knowing damn well that you need to bring in 10K a month to be able to hit your goals. And like, you just have to do that. You'd have to sell that $99 package like, 100 times. Like, why not just sell one package 10,000 or sell a $10,000 package one time, right? Like, it's going to be much easier to do that all day long. Okay. So you got to get clear on your goals. Is this 15K offer going to like make this about you? This one's about you. Is this 15K offer really aligned with like me and my goals? Is it? And you're like, damn, I feel good about it. Like listen to your heart, listen to your gut. Don't listen to the old you. Listen to the new you. Listen to the you that's actually hitting their goals consistently. Listen to that future you that you're like, man, I can hear you. I feel you. I'm connected to you. Listen to that person with intent and love and without limitation. Okay? Can you do that for me? Let me know if you're committed to listening to the future you, the one that you're just connected with. You've let go of the old person. Okay. And the last but not least, okay. Before I'd say that, again, when's the last time you did your math? We had a master class this past Tuesday, and we sat down and we did the math. Okay. We did the math on, like, if you had 10 people come into your group every day, and 10% of those people booked a call, and of those 10%, you closed 50 of them, and your package was $3,000 to $6,000. Like, you would make $500,000 to $1 million a year. Not crazy. I mean, just doing the math. Math creates belief, right? Math creates belief. So when we do the math, when we set our goals and we're really clear on our goals, we can look at this projected price that you want to charge for your coaching program. You want to charge this. Is it in alignment with your goals? Is it in alignment with the return on investment? Is it in alignment with the micro niche? And then that leads you to number 4, is the delivery. Okay. Now, the delivery comes down to this. Okay. Instead of focusing on selling 2, 3, 4 different coaching packages, one of our new members of Digital Impact Academy, we were looking at the packages, and I'm like, dude, he's got 6 packages. All right. He's probably listening to this now. Brian, talking to you, buddy. Right. And we talked about it. We looked at the packages. We're like, holy shit, man, we got like this package and this package and this package. We got too many packages. Like, how about we simplify and sell one core package that's going to be the domino, and it's going to be the creator of every other package that I could possibly have. And so you've probably seen something like this. It's called called a value ladder, but we call it our impact ladder. Okay. And you'll see here that there's like free stuff, entry level stuff, mid-ticket things, high-ticket products, and up here we call these premium products. Okay. Now, typically, what happens is you have premium, like one-on-one, VIP days, masterminds, retreats. Down here, obviously, it's free. It's free stuff, free content, all those things, free Facebook groups, all that stuff, right? Down here, you've got memberships, you've got subscriptions, affiliate products, things like that. Okay. And usually entry level starts at around like $7 to $150. Then you got mid ticket that can be anywhere from like 200 to 1,000, and high ticket can be anywhere from like 2,000 to 50,000 bucks. Okay. So what I want you to understand here is, as I'm drawing this out and we're thinking about the delivery, okay, if you're going to deliver something at entry level, it's probably like a mini course that someone goes through on their own time, and it's not very detailed. Okay. You could pay $7 to $150 for something like that, right? And they're going to go through it at their own time. Okay. That's a delivery. If you're going to go mid ticket, like, it could be more advanced, it could be more detail, but it may not involve any like one-on-one or anything like that. Okay. If I'm going to go high ticket, all right, now we like to call these our hybrid offers. Okay. It's got some one-on-one, it's got some group, and it's got a course or curriculum. Okay. So it really hits everything. All right. It's what we call like an irresistible offer. Okay. And when you're doing this and you deliver on these and you have a good, clear promise, your price can be at that price that you want it to be on. It can be at that 15K that we're talking about. Okay. So really focusing on one core offer, focusing on one thing that can be the domino effect for everything else. Because if I were to create this offer, okay, and it's like my domino offer, right? This is the one, and I can sell this offer and prove it. Okay, let's say I do sell this at 15K. Okay, if I can sell this at 15K, then that means everything over here just went up, right? My one-on-one, I could probably charge, 25K for my one-on-one if that were the case. If I wanted to do a VIP day, I could say, you know what? I could charge $10,000 for one day with me. If I wanted to do a mastermind retreat, I could do, 20K for a mastermind retreat. All of a sudden, now all of a sudden, this sets the precedent for everything else. If I were to take a little piece of this here and like, all right, I'm just going to charge $1,000 for this part. Okay. Or, they're going to go through it on their own, or I'm going to give a little sliver of this. And now my free thing is the core, like the core fundamentals of my high ticket offer. Okay. If I can devote myself to one core high ticket offer, then I can say, this is where I'm going to deliver at 15K. Okay. So getting clear on your delivery. And if you do not have that core high ticket offer, then we need to set that up for you. Okay. You need to connect with one of our clarity coaches, and you need to say, all right, like type the word clarity in right now. Okay. That way we can help you develop this core hybrid offer, because if you do that and you can sell that and get that knocked out, I'm telling you, everything else falls into place. Instead of having to do the hardest thing in business is go from free and work people up the value ladder, you start here. Okay. And you knock everything else. That way, all you have to do is just work down. It's easier to go down the mountain than it is to work your way up. Okay. The messaging, the positioning, everything is already done for this, and this, and this, if we just focus right here in the middle here. Okay. But a lot of us won't do that. We'll tell ourselves lies and tell ourselves that, oh, it's easier to sell this for $7 and I'll do that first, or I'm going to like do this thing at $50 first. And it's like, don't do that. Let somebody know that I can help you get from A to Z. And if you can get clear on that promise, I can take you from where you don't want to be to where you do want to be. You can name your price. Even if you don't have a ton of testimonials, you can say, you know what? Guess what? It's 15K to get you from where you don't want to be to where you do want to be. But right now, it's 3K. Let me know if you're feeling me on this. I need to see some hearts and fires or something, because like I'm telling you, I just dropped it all on you. And if you feel like you need help in this area, then you need to type clarity below. Okay. There's a ton of people on here that have already had their clarity call. They've already had their game plan call set, and they're moving through with us. Okay. They're moving through this process with us. So again, we're here to break it all down for you. All right. Like there's missing things that are happening in your processes right now. There's missing things that are happening in your business right now. And we want to clear it all up for you. Okay. Like when it comes to pricing your program, when it comes to pricing out your entire business model, Marcus, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. This is how you can do it. Okay. So if you want this in your business, if you want this in your life, you want to experience this, because this is what changed our business in 2019 forever. Like we were struggling and going back and forth and just couldn't, like we were just hitting single after single, just really couldn't hit that home run or grand slam. Boom, this changed. We did it for us. Then we started working on this with different clients, and we saw the results. And now it's just household. Okay. So that's all I got for you today. All right. If you need help mapping out your program, again, I'm going to recap this real quick. Your four keys to getting your pricing correct. All right. Get clear on the return on investment. Okay. Can you map out a clear return on investment for your potential client? Who's the micro niche that you want and it is going to pay you for that price right there? Okay. What are your goals? Are you clear with your goals? Have you done the math? Okay. And what are you going to deliver? How do you want to deliver it? If you get clear on those things, you point back and say, all right, does this make sense? Can I charge 15K for this? Boom. Can I charge 20K for this? Can I charge 100K for this? All right. The client that we're taking on that is charging 100K. All right. This is what we're going to do when we look at her program. And we were to say, all right, like what are people going to pay you for 100K? Or what are they going to pay you 100K for? Okay. We're going to clearly map out the return on investment. We already know who the micro niche is. We know what her goals are. And we are going to create the delivery process that says, all right, this is worth 100K, one-time payment. This is how you work with me one-on-one. All right. That's all I got for you, fam. I'm out of here. All right. Make sure that you type in the word clarity below if you need some support. If you want to do this in your business, we're here to help you out. We're here to love you. We're here every single Monday. All right. If you have anything for us that we can help you with, post it in the Facebook group. We answer questions all week. Business, marketing, funnels, all of that stuff. We're here to help you. All righty. Go crush it. Go make some shift happen today. All right. And we'll catch you in the next episode.